in our minds, in our hearts, in our attention. Shri Mataji, you are the only object of meditation. All the gods and goddesses, all the great gurus, all the ganas and angels, who are all created by you, meditate upon you every moment. Shri Mataji, from the Utpatti stage, you created all the three powers. You created Shri Adi Kundalini. You created the great cosmic being, and you created all the gods and goddesses to look after all the different chakras. So please allow us to meditate upon you on this most auspicious day. Let us salute the great goddess by the three Mahamantras, and also let us invoke the great God Shri Ganesha. Let us all first raise our Kundalini and put ourselves into Bandha. Okay.
Namo Namah.
Let us meditate upon the great God Shri Ganesha, that we may attain his state and can worship Shri Adi Shakti in the way that he sees fit. Shri Mataji, please make us worthy of being in the attention of Shri Ganesha. Please transform us into Shri Ganesha. Shri Mataji, please allow us to please you with a few bhajans.
ಹೇ ನಿರ್ಮಲಮ್ಮ, ಜಾಗೋ ಕುಂಡಲಿನಿ.
Can all the children go upstairs for the meditation? We can put our right hand on Mother Earth. Shri Mataji, please cleanse all our desires. Please purify our desires. Please enlighten our emotions so that we can feel the pure joy, the Nirmal Ananda. Manifest all your love through our being. Shri Mataji, please manifest your magnificent powers of Shri Mahakali, Bhairava, throughout our Ida Nadi. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Bhairava Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. We can bring our right hand to our lap and raise the left hand pointing to the sky. Shri Mataji, please awaken the most auspicious power of Shri Mahasaraswati Hanumana throughout the Pingala Nadi of Shri Virata. Please make this power active so that your divine work might be accomplished. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahasaraswati Hanuman Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's put both our hands on Mother Earth. Shri Mataji, please cleanse all the impurities that may affect all our channels, all our nadis, all our chakras into Mother Earth. And please grant us complete balance. Shri Mataji, please take away all useless thoughts that might come in our mind, which are the actions of all negativities. Please absorb them into Mother Earth, so that we might worship you with our pure attention. We can bring both our hands to our lap and invoke the most holy, auspicious power of Sushumna Nadi, Shri Mahalakshmi Ganesha. Let us also silently salute all the gods and goddesses on all the Adi Chakras of Shri Virat. Shri Kartikeya, Shri Nirmala Vidya, Shri Brahmadeva Saraswati, Shri Grihalakshmi, Shri Rajalakshmi, Shri Lakshmi Vishnu. Shri Mataji, please let all their powers manifest within us in all their glory, in all their power. Shri Adi Guru Dattatreya, Shri Shiva Parvati, Shri Sita Rama, Shri Durga Mata Jagadamba, Shri Vishnu Maya, Shri Rukmini Vithala, Shri Radha Krishna, Shri Mahavira, Shri Gautama Buddha, Shri Yeshu Maria, Shri Mahaganesha, Shri Kalki, Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swami, Moksha Pradayini. Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Shri Mataji, you have created us in the image of Shri Ganesha. You have transformed us into angels, into prophets, into gurus. Please grant us the state of Gurupada. Please remove everything that might be against this state from our attention. Please manifest the essence of all the Adi Gurus in our being. Shri Guru Nanak. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Guru Nanak Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, please awaken the essence of Shri Guru Nanak with your divine talk.
Today is a special day of Guru Nanak's birthday. We have celebrated one Guru Puja, and as you know that Guru Nanak was also the incarnation of the primordial master. The same spirit came on this earth, and he's the one who tried to re-establish the work of Muhammad. Muhammad was the incarnation of the same spirit, the primordial master. He came on this earth to establish a religion. Islam is the name of that religion, is the religion of every Sahaja Yogi, of every Christian, of every Hindu. We all belong to one religion which believes in expanding our awareness to the new perception of collectivity. From human level to the higher level where you can perceive and manifest the divine power. This is the religion we are following. All the religions were established on this earth to create the seekers. You are the seekers. You are the men of God. Now all of you have to become prophets. And to become prophets, today's Sahaja Yoga has taken the form of Maha Yoga. All of you have to become prophets. The prophets have two special qualities, as all the prophets have. First of all, they have to talk about spiritual education. All of them did that. Muhammad Sahib did it, Raja Janaka did it, Nanaka did it, Moses did it, Abraham did it. All of them prophesied and taught you how to lead yourself in the right path, by the right action, by leading a right life. You are going to be the prophets of a little different nature. You are prophets, you are Islamic, you are Jews, you are Parsis, you are all those, but you are going to become prophets, which are called as Peer in Islam. In Hindu scriptures it's called as Atma Sakshatkari, Atmajas. In the way Nanaka has described, he calls them Par. But you are endowed with a greater power. There's more power in it. They had a bigger propensity. You have another delicate power by which you can raise the Kundalini of people. You are going to be prophets who are going to make others prophets. Not only to establish religion, but to make them prophets. This is the most important thing. Not just to maintain a static state of righteous, religious, good people, but that to evolve those seekers, those righteous, good, religious people into prophets. And those prophets whom you will evolve will also be the same type of prophets, but they will also have this additional power by which they will also evolve. That is why it is a Maha Yoga. This is the greatest work in the history of all spiritual history. That you are the prophets who are looking after the men of God, and you are going to transform them into prophets. to have so many prophets now for me. Can't imagine how happy I must be feeling. I've been sometimes very, very sharp with you. Sometimes I had to goad you. Sometimes I had to love you, express my love in that way that you could feel that Mother is very kind. Sometimes I had to be very critical, sometimes also angry. Behind all these aspects of your Mother, she is nothing but love. Because she loves you so much, and she knows that you have to be the prophets. Your caliber may not be of the same level as those prophets, maybe, you can't say. But definitely you have got special powers. Like you can say an old Rolls Royce might be a better car as far as the propensity goes, or an effect goes, or its behavior goes, is a good car. But one of the modern ones may have more capacity to show new acrobats. For example, it may tumble down, it may go round the whole place, and nothing will happen. Maybe after some time you might find a car which goes halfway and comes up a little like a hovercraft, and then goes in the air and then again drops back. So this new generation of great prophets are here before me. But the big difference between them and you is this, that none of them had a mother to guide them, to love them, to encourage them when they were depressed, and also to spoil them. But you have here a mother who may apparently look to be spoiling her children. But she is the master of masters, and she knows how far to take them and how to correct them. Now for all of you, I have to tell you that you have to develop your independent discretion. First of all, we have to know that in this new realm where you have entered, you have to have proper spiritual education, about which I have given you so many lectures and things. But education doesn't mean listening to lectures after realization. It means it should be imbibed within you. It should penetrate into your veins and into your every artery, into every cell of your being. You have to educate yourself spiritually. And Guru Nanaka prophesied, just like William Blake, that the men of God are going to come during Kali Yuga. And there will be many prophets who will be transforming prophets, who will be transforming people into prophet state. He had prophesied. They have all prophesied about you. Now you have to prophesy about those who are going to be prophets. But as it is, you know that we need spiritual education. Because your Guru is a mother, we lack discipline. There's complete freedom for all of us. You know that if you go to a Guru, what kind of discipline you have to observe. I mean the real one also. Unreal of course, but even the real ones, how they test your attention. Even for the smallest thing, how they treat you. I'll give an example of Ravi Shankar, who was a very great, you know who is a very great sitar player. My father was an advisor to the Maharaja of Mayar, where their Guru was living. This Guru was a Muslim, but he used to worship Kali, mother, used to worship mother. And very self-disciplined man. They say he died at the age of 110 or 120. Alauddin Khaza. And this Ravi Shankar was there. I saw him as a young man, and this Ali Akbar whom you heard. They were literally frightened of their Guru, who was a master himself. He knew so many of these instruments. One day, my father, whom he used to respect very much, always used to bow to him. Though he was a Muslim, they touched feet, you see, because my father was a great connoisseur of music and a supporter of music. And he bowed to him and he said, now should I play? So he said, why not ask your disciple, this Ravi Shankar, to play? And he said, yes, come along, play. He said, not today, sir. Please, not today. He was very frightened. Then he said, all right, let it go. He started playing. He used to play on mridanga. He used to play beautiful mridanga. Tremendous. I mean, can't imagine. He was a real eye soul, no doubt. Then Ravi Shankar, when he finished and all that, and he bowed to my father, and he went away. Then Ravi Shankar came to my father and he said, don't ask me to play before my Guruji. He lifted his hair and showed, see here, you see this bump? This morning only he hit me with my sitar which broke, and this is the bump I've got. So my father said, what did you do? He said, only one note I played wrong. That too not wrong, but little out of tune. And on that point, he has broken this part of my head. And I have been in this terrible pain. And he said, you are not to see any doctor. And really there was a big bump. He had covered it like that. That's why today they have fame as great masters. Because to be masters, you have to obey your master and to discipline yourself. The spiritual education in Sahaja Yoga under Mataji Nirmala Devi is absolutely left to your own wisdom. There is no force, there is no compulsion, there is no organization. It is you who has to feel the joy of your spirit, and it is you who has to share it with others. It is you who has to raise the Kundalini of others. Now, today, when we are thinking of a great prophet who on this earth came to establish good relationships between Hindus and Muslims. Imagine, when Muhammad Sahib came, he did not know that he was facing these horrible people there who murdered him. Actually, they murdered him. They gave him poison. And when he died, he said that there will not be any need for any prophet to come in. Naturally, if he tortures somebody, what else he is going to say? Also, he felt that whatever he has said, being such a truth, it will definitely prosper, and the seed has been sown. And he said there is no need for another advent of a master. But he found out that there was a big aggression by the so-called followers of Muhammad, who talked of nothing but rahmat, his compassion. Now, before his death, he encountered all kinds of attacks from the negative people. All, the worst of all, I think he has suffered the worst. He had to move from places to places, hiding. Can you close the door? Hiding the children away from negative forces. Tribes to tribes. It was a tremendous life, the way he led it. And all his life, there was nothing but struggle for existence. Only struggle for it. When Nanaka came in, he saw that Hindus and Muslims were fighting. So he started his theme with Kabira, saying that Ram and Rahim are both the same. And how can you differentiate between the two? All their theme was like this, of integration of these two main religions which existed in India. That time, there was no question of giving realization. People were trying to defend their faiths and fight each other and kill each other. Imagine. Created by the same spirit, fighting among themselves. How silly it must be and absurd. In many places, Nanak Sahib has proved that he was Muhammad. Once he was lying down and his feet were towards Mecca. So people said, how can you put your feet towards Mecca? He had Muslim disciples and also Hindu disciples. He said, all right, whichever way you say, I'll put my feet. So he turned round his feet. They said, still you are towards Mecca. He went round and round and round. Still they saw him facing Mecca. And they could not understand how it was that he was facing, his feet were towards Mecca, that Mecca was at his lotus feet. Same with Muhammad. Now all these great incarnations had a special power over water. Because you know, in the stomach, we have our void and Nabi Chakra, which is made of ocean. Ocean represents the incarnation of Adi Guru, Dattatreya. These had great powers of oceans and over water. Like Moses, he crossed the ocean by creating a road. That's one of the very significant things, which shows that the void can be crossed with the help of the Guru. And even Muhammad Sahib had a tremendous power over ocean. Then Nanaka once put his hand on a rock and water started coming out of that. People were amazed how it started, and that's why it is called as Panja Sahib. Panja means the hand. Panja means the 5 fingers, you see, like this. What do you say to this? This part, like that. Hand. Huh? Hand with 5 fingers. No, not the palm. The whole thing. Like this is a panja. Hand, but hand can be like this, you see. This way. There is no word. Alright. So this is panja, this is 5. And Punjab is 5 waters, 5 rivers. In that area are called Punjab. Now, another thing about all these incarnations had to deal with your attention. So they were particular about looking after your attention. And that is why from the time Moses or Abraham came in, they talked of no alcoholism. All of it. It is written very clearly in the Bible that these strong alcohols, fermented, should not be taken. If you don't want to read it, one need not. But they think it was Moses who said it and Christ did not say. So Christians can take it, the Moses people should not take it. There is no breaking of link between Moses and Christ. They are of the same tree, of the same pattern, of the same thing. But those who want to use Moses for their own purpose will follow as much as Moses has said, and those who want to follow Christ will follow only as much as Christ has said, because it's very good for them. For such useless people, Sahaja Yoga has no place. We have to understand that all these people have said for our good and for the maintenance of our spiritual life. And none of them are to be criticized or to be challenged, but to be fully respected as our Guru. All of them. Whether one belongs to Islam religion or to the Jew religion or to the Christian religion or to the Hindu religion, and if they are fanatic, they are going against their Guru. It is against them. So they were against fanaticism. First thing, they were against alcoholism. That's the first thing. They thought because somehow human beings take to alcoholism very fast. At the time of Muhammad Sahib, people did not know how to smoke. Then they developed, see, became modern. At the time of Nanaka, they started smoking, so he prohibited that. But Muhammad Sahib said that anything that goes against your awareness, any intoxication of any kind, he gave a very general instruction, is against God. So our training, our spiritual education should be that we cannot be fanatics anymore. If you are fanatic anymore, or you are identified with any one of your old ideas, then beware. Be very, very careful. You cannot have fanatic ideas anymore if you want to be a good Sahaja Yogi or a Mahayogi, meaning a person who is a prophet, not only a prophet, but who is capable of transforming others into prophets. First is, you have to be away from alcoholism. You should be deadly against it. Wherever you have a chance, you find it that it is possible for you to say something against alcoholism. It should be absolutely boycotted. Every place, anywhere you meet, it should be smoking or any kind of intoxication, drugging, anything has to be completely branded as anti-God, anti-Sahaja. Then fanaticism of any kind, that lingers on. This is another very deep misidentification. I am aware of it. I did not talk of Catholicism till the other day I went to Portugal, when I had to talk. So I said first time. I never talked about Protestants before till I had to talk that there are another mad race going round. There are 27 churches of this kind. None of them, except for we, are really Christians. All are nonsensical fanatics, Seventh-day Adventists and Pentecostals and this and that. All absurd ideas. All are playing into the hands of bhoots, take it from it. They have nothing to do with God, they are anti-God. All those who still stick on to all these churches and to this kind of fanaticism. Yeah, I am saying here churches because here I have to talk about churches. Should know that all these churches have now become the place of bhoots. You go to one church and you'll rush to me. From my house, I see in the night hosts of bhoots waiting out of the church. I do not know. And somehow it's happening that whatever house I decide to stay in, there's a big church in front of me. It may be a Catholic church, maybe a Protestant church. And they have seen to it that they make it really bhootish by making all those who die stay in that church. They are not realized people. Realized people only should be buried and all others should be burnt out. It's better. At least the bhoots go out of there. When they are roaming about in the church and you are taking the children down there into the cemetery. Apart from that, wherever there is anadhikar cheshta, when it is unauthorized, gods do not exist there. They leave the place. So we have to know that we are no more fanatics. First and foremost thing is that we cannot be fanatics. Now, training ourselves is very important. Spiritual education is very important. But in Sahaja Yoga, as your mother is a very kind teacher, but even such a kind teacher is not such a help sometimes. Because all corrections are left to yourself. Then you commit really blunders and then you think, why didn't mother tell us? Why didn't she protect us? Why didn't she correct? But this is the style I have adopted because in modern times, Sahaja Yoga is working out because I do not challenge your ego. Otherwise, you would have crucified me long time back. So I leave it to you to decide to discipline yourself. It is for you to discipline yourself and understand yourself. Now the best way to discipline yourself is to find out what's wrong with me, not with others. We are very good at that. I've seen every day there's some complaint about somebody coming from someone. But there are very few who will say, this is wrong with me, mother, what to do? So just try to find out what is wrong with you. You are like a fort. The fort has some sort of a weakness. So the man in charge of the fort, what do you call him? We call Kiledan, because a fort is a killa, and the gentleman who is the owner of the killa is called as killedar. Now this killedar finds out what are the weak points of the fort, and he sees to it that they are all corrected one by one. We are just the other way round. We know we have weaknesses, which we hide and keep them there as they are. Whatever strong points we have, that we boast of. And we try to see the weaknesses of others. And from these loopholes, all these negative things creep in, and suddenly you find that you are finished. So try to find out what are your weaknesses. One of the weaknesses, which is very common, is that we are very materialistic. We are still very materialistic, extremely materialistic. And the materialism is getting subtler and subtler, the subtler we be. Try to give up some things. Keep a kind of a little balanced attitude, a little detached attitude, not too many things. Few things of value. Try to detach yourself. I don't say you become sannyasi, that is also another thing against. But from inside, you detach. See, I am wearing a very nice sari, but from inside, see what is the color. From inside, you should be detached, not from outside. So that try to practice this detachment. Whatever you want to possess, you just don't possess. Teach your body, teach your mind. No. You want a shirt? No. Nothing. You try. Train up your body. Now, some people want comfort. The body wants comfort. All right? Do you want comfort? No. I will sleep on the ground and teach you a lesson. Teach your body a lesson. Teach your wants and desires a lesson. Let's see what happens. Now, I don't know why, but in England, it should not be so. I mean, I expected people absolutely detached because they have got everything. But here it is much more attachment than detachment. There is no satisfaction of any kind. So a kind of a detachment must be developed to your desires, to your belongings, to your possessions, and whatever kind of a material aspect you want to build. I always said that you must not look like people who are coming from the lunatic asylum. That's true. But you should also not look like a dandy person with a flare, a big bow here and a sort of a thing. You should be in the center. And how are you in center? When you are detached. And nothing can impress. But that doesn't mean some people, I have seen, the outside they make a show that they are absolutely disabled, absolutely in a very filthy condition, smelling like pigs. They think they are going to take an avatara of Varaha, by smelling like pigs. And all sorts of funny things they do in the name of detachment. No, detachment is within. Try to practice it. That is one of the education you have to develop. How do you develop that detachment? Is by giving things away. Not to me, but giving things away to others. Say you reach a certain state of, say, you have 2 suits, if you have the third one, give it away. Give away is a very good way of developing detachment and enjoying the giving away than possessing is greater. is much greater. Take it from me, is much greater than possessing. Now for you, at this stage, I cannot say, but maybe after some time, it will become, that I prophesy, that you will become sinless, absolutely sinless. You cannot do sin, and whatever you do will not be sin. I am sinless. Even if I rob you of all your wealth, nobody can say I have committed sin. I am absolutely sinless. Even if I kill thousands and thousands of people, nobody would say that I have killed, because I am sinless. But despite all that state, I do not commit any so-called sin, because I have to lay down my life in such a way that you people follow. That you should not tomorrow say that mother did this, she has done this, so why not we? That's why I'm so very particular. At the same point, I would like to tell you that today Shaya in her sweetness went and bought a very expensive sari. And she brought with such love and affection to me that I had told her, just buy me a 10-pound worth of a shawl. And she couldn't bear the idea. But she should know, for me, anything is valuable that you give to me. Nothing expensive is it. Even if you give me the most expensive, I have every right on that. But you must understand that if this practice is continued too much, it will create a bad public opinion. So, at the most, definitely decide is that you will give me only 2 saris, that's all. I don't need even these 2. And I can have all of them. So, the situation is such that we have to be very careful about the public opinion. And people may start saying tomorrow, oh, mother, she wears all expensive saris. Let my husband buy for me, he has lots of money. And you can buy me very ordinary things. And I told once Modi that you buy me khadi saris, that's the best. But he couldn't bear it, it was too much for him. He says that, mother, we are middle class people and we are giving you something middle class. I said, all right. So once for all, I told them, all right, you buy some saris. And then I bought for them, one of them is this one. And I don't know if the whole money is paid, most of the money I have paid. But still, you know, there was somebody who came out with an objection. I know you love me very much and you want to do something for me like that. But I would request that try to get things which are sober and simple for you. By God's grace, you should know your mother is looked after, you don't have to worry. Supposing I was a beggar, then you would have had to spend much more money. But that is not so. And it is not that it is in any way wrong. On the contrary, it's a very great thing. After all, these are going to be in your mother's personal archives and people are going to see what saris you people gave and they are going to be very happy, of course, no doubt. And that's going to be very, very great for you. But still, when the public is concerned, you be careful and understand that when you do anything like that for me, this public is bad and you have to keep a proper balance. Now, about training yourself, as I said, detachment. Then another thing is astuteness. Astuteness. Try to develop astute habits, especially for religious work. First of all, understand that you have to give some money for Sahaja Yoga. In that you should be astute. I was amazed to hear from some people that for food also you want to have free. That sometimes you had food, you didn't pay even £1. I mean, this is absurd. If you were beggars, is all right. But for Sahaja Yoga, first of all, It's not too much, but little you have to pay, and you should not make your mother pay for you. It's wrong. I've never said this before, but today I'm telling you, not aesthetically, but spiritually, it is wrong that I should pay for it. It's all right. I may give you a dinner, it's different. I may give you anything, is different. But that you should not try to sort of take advantage in any way or exploit in any way this mother of yours who has got lots of things other than what you know of, which can work out against your spirituality. So just don't do anything like that. No exploitation. Learn that. Those who have done such a thing must decide that no more like it. Now I tell you a difference between Indian and you people is this. That an Indian would never do that. We had one Indian coming here. He was not such a big Sahaja Yogi. But he used to come for his puja, and he would not take money for his puja, and these people had to fight with him. Ask him, he's sitting. He would not take. But how materialistic we are. And then when people mesmerize you, then you buy a Rolls Royce for that person. And here a mother is giving you all the freedom, so you are exploiting your mother. I have no job, all this is wrong. You must pay for your food, and you must pay where you have to pay. That's your dharma, that's your religion of every surgeon. All right, you need not pay too much, but you must pay where it has to be paid, and never take a parasitic attitude. That will kill your growth, will dwarf. I am warning you about astuteness. For payment, for accounting, for everything, one has to be extremely astute. Like, I'll tell you, I've seen people used to come to my house long time back, I shouldn't say this, but it used to be so funny. They would go in the kitchen, take out anything, eat anything, walk out again. It was amazing. Our cooks could not understand. Nobody could understand such people. Just coming in the house, walking into the kitchen, taking out whatever they like, eat anything like bounders. This training has to come within you, where you must realize and understand that astuteness towards Sahaja Yoga has to be maintained. Like going into the ashram, walking into somebody's kitchen, taking out things. Using the ashram in a state as if it does not matter. It's ashram. It's a pure thing. You cannot fight in an ashram. You cannot talk loudly in an ashram. You have to lead a pure life in an ashram. You cannot play games with each other. You cannot make it dirty. You cannot spoil it. Otherwise your spiritual growth won't come up. This is the simplest thing one should know, is to respect Sahaja Yoga. Love without respect has no meaning. You have to respect. And respect the place. Respect everything. Keep it clean. Be astute about it. And this is one of the greatest trainings. I don't know how, but to British mind, it should not be told, because they are known for this kind of a training. But I don't know, because now you are saints, I think, I feel that you have had other kind of training before, that you are born as saints. Perhaps you have no self-esteem yet of the value that should be given to your own character. Without that, nobody is going to be impressed by it. Nobody is going to be impressed by it. Nobody is going to become a prophet. You have to first of all impress. You have to dress up in such a way that you impress others. It's a very important thing in surgery. You have to talk in such a way that you impress others. Supposing somebody is very fat, he must reduce. Somebody is very thin, he must put on. He must try to have a body of the same. Should not allow the body to move this way or that way. One has to be a proper shape, in proper dress, because you have to impress on others. You must know that if the personality is not impressive, how are you going to communicate? Because first of all, the people see you, those who come to you, see your outside. They don't see your vibrations, they see your outside. So all of you must learn how to dress up and how to behave towards others, how to appear before others, how to talk to others, so that you become prophets who will do wonders and who will transform many, many, many more people into the same state as you. Now this training you have to take yourself. The another point in training in Sahaja Yoga is that you have to read. There are many people who have not read even Gregor's book, leave alone anyone. You have to learn certain things like chakras and centers and mantras, and you have to dedicate. Even people like Vivekanandas who never got realization, do you know these people, 12 people, they used to study for 14 hours. Now you will know what to study, what not to study, and even if you study wrong things, you will know where it is wrong. So you have to study. For example, there are Jews with us, let them study Torah. And see there, where is Sahaja Yoga in their Ritva? Find it out. If you are Christians, read the Bible, find out. You should read Gita, you should read Upanishads, and you should be masters. You'll find that Sahaja Yoga is such a light that you will know what. We have got the Devi's names and Sahasranamas. Try to read them and try to understand the meaning of that and try to understand what it means, how far it goes. That's how the depth of your knowledge will increase, and your Sahaja Yoga will tell you what is right and what is wrong. Now, emotionally, some of you have terribly emotional weaknesses, the idea of love, that I must speak to, because it has come from a group of people who went into another side against the ego-oriented. And they believe that love means hugging each other, kissing each other, this, that nonsense. It's not love. Love is this. That's love. And understand a person through this alone, and all nonsensical loves that people talk of is not love. When a person loves you, he doesn't stare into you. If somebody stares into you, then no, he does not love you. He is full of a book. Only when a realized soul is angry, he stares to drive out the body. So anybody who stares into your eyes and says, I have love, then know that it is mesmerism. With discretion you will know this, that anybody who loves, only a glance is sufficient. But when it is an anti-Christ activity going on, then you can stare at that person and the bring it. So the idea of love is so absurd. Love is the one that corrects, that improves, that elevates, which is blissful. The relationship is blissful, not hallucinations. And this blissfulness is only felt through vibrations, not through by hugging or by kissing or anything, just through vibrations. Of course, I don't say you should not hug each other or you should not kiss each other, you should. But that's not the way it is expressed. It's through the vibrations. It's the pure love of your being which emits just like light. Everything should be done in the proper education of the spiritual love. We We are people of divinity and sobriety. I have told you this before. Like some people have a habit of doing this in the... No. If you are sitting in a posture, try to sit for at least an hour. Try. I have sat on one posture for 9 hours. People have seen. Didn't go to bathroom or eat anything. I was just sitting there 9 hours. This is known as Baitak, is the seat. And this Baitak has to be great in Sahaja Yoga. Try to establish your Baitak. That is very important. So that your attention is brought in line with your Muladhara. You're straight there. Once you do that, practice it, you will find your spiritual growth would be better. Walk erect, be straight in your talks, be straight, kind and gentle. Need not shout. No Sahaja Yogi should shout at anybody else, should play games with another, should not in any way be angry with each other. It's prohibited. Should not get into any tantrums of pulling your hair or doing something like that. It's all nonsensical. You have to be very, very dignified. But another foxy method which we employ very much is to tease and provoke another Sahaja Yogi, which is even worse because it hits you at a subtler point. Try to be straightforward. Allow your mind to come to normal when you talk. If you have to say something, wait and try to say something nice, not artificial. Try to say something from your heart, not to show off. In talking also, too much quietness is not good, too much talking is not good. Some suffer from too much talking and some do not talk at all. It's better to talk whenever it is necessary. Talk something sweet, no sharpness and sarcasm. That will spoil your Vishuddhi. Sarcasm is not allowed in Sahaja Yoga. You are not to be sarcastic to each other. Because of a new generation and a new race that you are, you have to learn that to keep your vibrations all right, you have to have collectivity within you because you are collectively so much charged. That's why the Kundalini is rising. If your collectivity breaks, then it's a very, 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 very wrong thing. So try to be nice to each other, kind to each other, try to understand each other's problem. And never, never complain to me about any other Sahaja Yogi till I ask. It's prohibited. If you have to say, tell me about yourself. Unless and until, of course, something happens, then it's all right. But not against anyone. Because you will only see the bad points of the another person and you will not imbibe the good points. You have to meditate and think about what you have to do to become the real prophets of modern times of Mahayoga. How you have to dress up, how you have to behave, how you have to talk, and how you have to be kindly, that you have to decide. On this thing, I would say that I have talked a lot, and only thing that you have to do is to imbibe it in you and not on others. That's all. To others, you have to be kind. You have to be sweet. You have to be patient, gentle. Now, today's puja has to be very simple because it is the puja of Guru, who is an avadhuta. Avadhuta, as I told you, always teaches you that the whole thing is futile. All this pattern is futile. He even doesn't talk of any deities because he says, all right, let's worship the abstract. Why talk of the deity? Though they will talk of the mother, all right, all of them talk of the mother, but not of a deity. Because they think if you talk of the deity, people will learn, talk more about the deity and not about the this. But talk is a talk. Only at this stage you are prophets who are talking about the deities and who are giving realization and who know the abstract is flowing through them. You are empowered to do that. You know all about deities and you know all about their mantras and you know how to awaken them and you know about yourself. You are all very great. This may be the last puja now in London. It's a great thing. We are worshipping today Guru Nanaka. That's me. That may you become great Guru Nanaka. All of them were created by Adi Shakti. All these gurus were created by her. And today I say that you all become as great as Guru Nanak, as great as Moses, as great as Sainath, as great as Nanak, Janak, Mohammed. All have to become as great as all these great incarnations. Just desire, have earnestness and alertness to achieve. Earnestness is not sufficient, you have to be alert. I have already told you how to practice this alertness. Try to do it. I have told Harry certain things, you can ask him, and I have told other people also how to become alert and how to change your little habits here and there. Anything overdoing should be stopped. Taking of too much tea, taking of too much milk, eating too much, attention too much to the, anything like that. Just try to moderate. Moderation has to be taught. And you'll be surprised you can master your tongue. You can master it. May God bless you. We stay in the name of Nanaka. I bless you all with that great spirit of master which you all should become. The great prophets who are going to change all the men of God into prophets. May God bless you.
Let us all bow down to Shri Mataji and then rise for the Arati. Param Pujya Shri Mataji, we have no words to express our gratitude for everything that we have received from you in Sahaja Yoga. When we came to Sahaja Yoga, we had no idea that we were going to meet the primordial mother herself. We had no idea that we were going to meet God Almighty. And now, Shri Mataji, you never stop granting so many things to us. And now you have granted us the state of becoming prophets. We can hardly believe everything that you have granted to us. We only seek your blessings that we may come up to the level of your expectation, Shri Mataji, and that the world Sahaja Sangha might be able to fulfill your dream, your vision upon this earth. You want to make us as great as Guru Nanak, as Shri Sainath, as Raja Janaka, Prophet Muhammad, Shri Moses. Really, Shri Mataji, we don't know what to say. We only hope that we are able to come up to the level of your expectation. Please bless us, Shri Mataji. You are the mother of all the gurus, the mother of Shri Ganesha. You can do anything. So not only do we thank you, but also we seek your blessings today, on this day. Please forgive us for the countless number of times that we might have disappointed you. Please forgive us for the many mistakes that we might have done and keep doing. But please never take away your love, your protection from over our heads. Please keep us always in your bandhan. Jai Shri Mataji, let us all collectively raise our Kundalini, put on a bandhan, and promise to Shri Mataji that we shall do everything necessary to come up to where she wants us to be. Jai Shri Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji, requesting all to please be in meditation for another few minutes and please pray for the speedy health recovery of our Sahajogi brother, Mr. Praful Chini. So please pray to Shri Mataji that Shri Mataji, please keep him under your love and care, and please help him to heal as quickly as possible, Shri Mataji. Jai Shri Mataji. Jai Shri Mataji. There are few announcements. So, anybody have come for Sahaja Yoga for the first time, you may please come forward. We will help you in self-realization. Anybody who has come for the first time, you may please come forward. Also, I would like to know that by prayer and bandhan of all of you, so Praful Bhaiya is now discharged from hospital and he is back home, but he needs more support because it is still long a journey to come to that normal life. So he would need your attention, your prayers. So please keep praying for his recovery. In today's speech, Shri Mataji told that what she loves, right? So anything given to her out of heart, that's what she loves. And if you see that today's garlands, all the garlands are made by our yoginis, Yuva Shaktis, all the garlands. And I think the vibration also saying the same, that she accepted it. So it's a great blessing, but I know that due to various things, we try to take a step back and we don't come forward, but this is simple. Once we learn, this is not a difficult thing. And you really do not have to come to Mandir to thread the garland. You can do it from anywhere. It's all about making those available by morning. So once again, I would say thanks to all the yoginis and yuvas who are engaged in procuring flowers and threading the garlands. And month of November and December looks like really many more opportunities keep coming for Sahaja Yoga spreading. So I think, yeah, this is the same slide, but we added few more. Coming weekend, there is a possibility of a Sahaja Yoga stall at National College ground. There is a business expo. So we might be getting a stall. We are approaching for that. You know that there is 22nd and 23rd public program at Patel Public School, Banaswadi. Also November 22nd, we will have a single day stall near Kengeri. 21st to 23rd November, we informed that there is Sahaj Krishi seminar and Shri Adi Bhumi Devi Puja at Kanpur Dehat. So once again, encourage many of you, please go and attend this seminar because this will be something unique. There will be lots of practical effect of Sahaja Yoga and application of Sri Mataji's knowledge in the Sahaj Krishi. You will practically experience. Month of December is also busy because there are already 2 public programs on 18th and 19th, and also the foreigner Sahajogis will join us. And it will be mostly in the area of Hubli. So keep your calendars free so that you can travel. Yeah, many of us can travel. And then in the month of January, very early first week, we will have the seminar for everybody. And again, this will be in Hubli. So lots of program coming up. And finally, as you see, these are actual physically spreading activity. Similarly, lots of things happening on the digital ground. So our Yuva Shakti team now has registered an official Sahaja Yoga business WhatsApp account. So now we will be able to send bulk messages after a public program in the name of Sahaja Yoga Karnataka. It should not be any more from an individual. So this was configured with the help of Sahajogis from Hyderabad. So now it is working. Okay. Jai Shri Mataji. Prasad distribution.